Yeah, let's crack on while it's working.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You've just spent the night in Shugida village, okay, at the Leaping Carp. I think that's what it's called anyway. You set off the next day, heading up the road to Koga.
Correct me if I'm wrong, we are travelling up to a supposedly empty castle because we think that somebody's trying to find some sort of treasure there.
Yeah, with a fly spell.
Somebody stole the outline map of the castle, so you know roughly where the buildings are, but not what's inside them. And yes, the other option was to go south and go home. Then somebody pointed out that just south of Yedo, the area is full of plague. So you chose to go and do this instead.
Righty ho.
It's kind of it's just sort of the way home, but it's a long way home. A long route.
Well, yes, you can get to Gifu going through the mountains. This is true.
Yeah, it's the scenic
Any
route.
chance of me getting a chance of me getting a bit of a rep on? Because I think you asked the abbot to go and see the local lord.
Well, if you go to the journal, you should see my write-up of it.
Aha! I shall go to the journal. I just wanted to see whether we could get permission to actually go there and deal with whoever we find.
Well, according to the abbot, it's not owned by anybody. Well, one assumes it's owned by Lord Ober, but there's nobody there in theory, so you shouldn't have a problem. And you can always ask the local samurai in Tanatsu village, and if he says no, well, you'll have to worry about that later.
Okay. Did you pass on my suspicions to them about who it was that stole the potions?
You mean Men in Black?
Yes.
Well, if you read the write-up, you should see that in there. It's only a brief mention. There's many more important things in the write-up than the fact that your thieves may have been ninja.
It doesn't actually say anything at all about the Men in Black or the ninja.
You learned that he's a black cat
potential
yakuza. That was the guy
There is
that
there is a little mention in there, or there ought to be.
Unless it's in episode 4.
No, it was 5. So the guy that we interrogated.
No, at the end of 4 was when the stuff was nicked, wasn't it? Oh no. No, it was during 5, wasn't it? No, it was
the end
5
of
the
4.
last one.
5 was the last one.
Right. The previous one to 5. Well, you're saying. Hang on. The one in the journal is episode 5. Is the latest one? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bandits episode 5. Plot question mark. Yes.
Yep.
But you start that with after Gyomo has reported the attack on the temple. Hang on a second. My apologies. It's at the end of episode 4. Where basically, yes, there was a bomb that was thrown at me, but it doesn't say anything at all about them being in black or being me thinking they were ninja.
That's because that's taken as a given, because only people who normally use bombs are ninja.
Okay, so this lot are happy to be heading up to the castle to try and deal with a bunch of ninja who are investigating it. Is that right?
We think.
Well, it could be ninja or din. You don't know.
We think. And we think they may have stolen the wings of
Whether
heaven.
they're happy or not, Gyomo, is a matter of opinion, I think.
Well, if they are, they'll just have to kill them.
We think that the theft of the wings of heaven potion might be something to do with getting into that castle. Or getting away very quickly.
Fair enough. In that case,
Also, one thing that was mentioned was the guy that got robbed. He didn't at first reveal that 3 priests' robe uniforms were stolen. That's very significant because it could mean that the guys who have done the robbery will be disguised as priests. But we reported that to the authorities, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That means I'm going to get
Well, actually,
arrested.
Imagawa suggested that the abbot go and do that, which he said he'd go and do.
That's
So
right, yeah.
he will have done it by now.
Good. Okay, well, as long as you'll vouch for me when they try and arrest me.
Never seen you before, mate.
Who are you?
Who are you? Okay, I shall tag along dutifully.
Well, Dave, if you don't, you're going to have a very boring session, I tell you.
Oh yes.
Okay, right. The 27th passes relatively peacefully for the morning, anyway.
Can you ping Koga on the map? Do you know where we are? Where we're heading anyway. Oh, I see it. And we are here, right? Yedo.
Actually, you're 1 hex above Yedo.
Yeah,
but-
we're heading up the road, yeah.
Okay, let's say everything's going swimmingly. You've passed through 2 little villages without really stopping, other than for lunch. And as you're approaching about halfway to the next village, which is called Doihachi, okay, Hatsu gets to make a wit saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
First roll of the session. Brian, what have you got for us? Big one. Oh gosh.
Oh,
You've double clicked and it's rolled the same roll twice.
Okay. In that case, you were all surprised when the following happened.
Shit.
Oh, hey, you, Tim.
I was going to say a detective map change coming on.
I thought they were doing it for suspense purposes.
It worked.
No, you're now on a new map. And you are all surprised when I say the following happened.
Oh.
Spider. Well, we did hear that spiders were causing trouble.
These are man-sized, aren't they?
Looks like it.
Certainly are, not as big as we are.
And there's several of them. Oh, and that one just disappeared. Oh my gosh.
Good, that's good. Another one could disappear if it wants to.
I know it's behind the bush. If you right-click a
The
token,
bushes are moving to attack us now.
right-click,
Oh,
right,
Oh,
no.
shit.
Tim, if you right-click a token and roll 20, you can go to
Laura
move
as
to
well as
front,
the
and then you can have it
wildlife.
sitting on top of the bush.
I didn't think baby ants were a thing in Nippon.
So even got Laura's against us.
Hmm. We're all hale and healthy going into this, though, at least.
I
think.
Not necessarily.
Wait, are we?
Yes, I am. Yes, sometimes it-
Yes, I am too.
Was that just one witch saving throw for the party, Tim?
Yes. Oh, right, sorry. What's Gyomo's?
You're rolling
Gyomo's
for the
witch saving
highest,
throw.
aren't you?
It's not 17.
Okay, well, no, I will normally roll Hatsu's because
Nine.
she's got the best. And if she
Mine's
fails,
9.
bad. If she doesn't fail by much, then the rest of you might get a chance. But she's rolled
On a
pretty badly.
17, I think she was probably talking to me at the time because we both got the same
More
wit
likely.
saving throw.
Okay. What happens is, as you're walking down the road like this, 5 large trapdoor spiders jump out of their trapdoors and charge
Ooh.
towards you. Unfortunately, we didn't call charge, so we don't actually get into combat yet, but we do get to there. That's the surprise round over, so you get to act.
Okay.
So is it
Okay.
initiative sequence? Strike.
Yes, please.
You want to stick us on the turn order, or are you not bothered? That's not true.
I'll check what mine is.
Not where am I?
11.
So
But is it 11 and 5 or 11 and 6? If your
5,
base
I
action phase is
It's
11.
11 and 5.
Yeah, okay.
then the 5, yeah.
Going to put me on 4, please.
11 and 5 for me. Do you not get a second reaction as your class, Dave?
Right. If you check the turn order chart, you should already be on there.
I might have to refresh because it's not showing up.
According to the turn order chart,
Yeah.
Refreshing.
How do I
Nope,
refresh it?
the only people on there are Imagawa and 2 spiders. And
just
Imagawa's
two
just
spiders.
vanished. I think you need to clear off the previous turn order, Tim, and add people again.
There's a Magawa.
Are you sure they're not on your chart?
Positive.
Okay.
Imagawa.
Yeah.
Imagawa twice.
that.
Imagawa's
That's
on
it.
there twice, the spiders are on there twice, and that's it.
It might be that we can't see it. Possibly, I don't know how it works.
Well, I often find this problem that I think everybody's on there as a GM, but nobody else can see it because it's from a previous game or something, and so I have to clear everybody off and then add them again, which is a real pain. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I just changed somebody else's character sheet by mistake. Let me put that back to where it was. That's not my character.
If you open up the properties of the turn order chart, you should find there's a clear all from there, and I'll just get rid of everybody. Saves you deleting the individual ones.
Well, it looks like my roll 20's just collapsed, so I shall have to restart.
Yeah.
Are you using Firefox, he says, expecting the answer yes?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, every so often my roll 20 just seems to go fat, and I lose the map. It gradually comes back, but it's never right, so I have to close it and reopen it.
Partially encumbered doesn't affect your base action phase, does it? Just deafness
Yes,
and
it does.
speed.
Partially encumbered?
It will.
Yes.
It
does.
will, because it's 25% off, isn't it?
Yep.
Sorry, you
If-
get
if you-
75%.
Yes. It should do it automatically on the sheet.
Spreadsheet should alter it, and at the top
Yeah.
right it should tell you.
I was reading the wrong
75%.
character anyway. No, I'm not, because who am I? Nobuhito.
You're trying to
yeah,
put
that-
your load on somebody else, are you?
You are meddling with somebody else's character.
Yeah, but I fixed what I changed. I'm back on mine. My base action phase is 7, sorry, not 11. I was looking at the wrong character.
Yes, well,
You wearing your armour?
I'm wearing my armour, yes. So does that make it 6?
Bit naughty, but there we are. That is very naughty. I'm not happy about it.
Oh, we're out in the wilderness, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not the point. It's still wearing your armour.
Can you still not see the turn order?
I still see it, but it's only got
When do you
Imagawa
go?
and 2 spiders.
we can just see Imagawa and 2 spiders. I
Yeah,
shall
Oliver,
refresh just to confirm that.
Wearing your armour in someone else's territory could be deemed a declaration of war.
Oh, is it?
Nope, same again.
Well, I wouldn't have been doing that then if that's
when
the
I come
case.
to clear all the tokens, it all falls over.
Okay, I'm not wearing my armour then.
No. Well, unless we had permission to wear it, that's different. But
Hang on, let me just try something. Launch game.
Do we have?
just
We
a bunch
don't
of
do it.
yombos. No association to the local daimyo.
Yeah.
Change to there. Close. Load the turn order. Hit settings. Remove all turns. Am I sure you want to clear the turns list? Yes. It doesn't fall over when I do it, Tim. Sorry, I've just opened another version of Roll20 in
Also-
one of my games.
Yeah.
and-
If I take off my armour, my base action phase automatically changes actually, and it is 10.
Well, yes. It's just your armor's so heavy.
Yeah, the 7 obviously was adjusted for wearing the armour. So it's
Yeah, I
10,
can
and,
actually.
10 and 5 for
I
me.
mean, complete light samurai, £30. Yes, it's heavy.
Mm.
Yeah, I have a porter with me carrying lots of my armour.
My porter's carrying all 3 sets of my armour currently.
Because my set of armour is huge.
And most of my
Full
weapons,
set of
actually.
I've got a full set of armour class 8.
Hmm.
I'm carrying the 6, and he's carrying the bits that bolt on to make it 7 and 8.
Well.
So if he gets killed or whatever, we have to leave him behind. I can still wear my armour. I don't lose the vital bits.
I'm just wearing my robe.
Yes, same here.
Well, that's all the protection you should need.
What is Ashikata's base action phase?
Ashikata's is 11.
Get my porter to hand me my weapons.
So we need some figures of the porters, don't we? Or the porter.
I think at least 2 of us got a porter.
I picked one up too.
Yeah. I think 3 of us got one.
We have 3 porters.
Yeah, so my porter is carrying 25 pounds of my armour.
My porter's carrying 77.4. I think I hired 2 porters.
Yeah, one porter's not going to manage more than
No,
about
no, I'm
30,
gonna have
40
to.
lucky.
I'm gonna have to retcon that, Tim, and say I hired 2 porters. Is that okay?
What the hell have you got?
I've got a complete light samurai, a light samurai, a partial light samurai, a 2-man daikyu, a katana, wakizashi, naginata,
Yes, but there's.
loads of arrows.
But you've only got one set of armour, haven't you?
No, I've got 3.
No, looks like he's got 3 sets.
I have 3 sets
sets.
of
What
armour.
have you got 3 sets of armour for? You
I
only
never
need
built the
one.
character.
Redundancy.
No, you only have one. No, you only have one.
No,
Just-
basically your full light armor breaks down into 4 and 3, so you've only got the 1 armor.
Oh, so I'm not actually
same with me,
carrying
I've
the
got-
3 sets of armour. I could just make it into a lesser set.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I've got. If you look at my sheet, I've got 3 types of armour listed.
But you only
Right.
you only
But
carry
that's
in
just-
1. Yeah, got it. got
Yeah,
it.
I've got 5, and I've got bits to add on to make it 7, and more bits to add on to make it 8. So I can choose what I'm wearing and then put that weight on myself.
Are you wearing
The whole
anything
thing
just
is
now?
on my. No, the whole case. In my case, the whole thing is 50. I'm carrying the base 25, and my porter's carrying the other 25.
I've got a porter carrying 42. So I've got 2 porters. Still, because I've got a lot of weapons and a lot of arrows.
Ditch them, man. Ditch them. Ditch them. I'm carrying weapons and bows. Armory kit, bow kit, the whole lot.
Oliver, what's your character's base action phase?
10.
And you're a classic man, I guess.
Well, hang on. So I can take my quiver and my arrows. That'll maybe take some weight off him.
Right, can you see the turn order now?
Yes.
It was
Yes,
there a
indeed.
minute ago. Yeah. It's just strong. Let me just expand it again. Yep, it's got lots of people on it. That looks good.
Yep.
No spiders, but lots of people. All those spiders
It's
are
looking, it's looking distressingly hostile.
Yeah.
Hatsu, shall we continue our conversation? It's going to take some time for them to get through to us.
Yeah, sure.
And
We might get
decide to
interrupted by a spider.
we might decide to open our ranks and let them through. Let us continue.
Right, as Dave isn't here, Imagawa steps forward, drawing his sword, and has a chop at the one nearest.
Good man, that's what I was hoping you'd do.
How high are these bushes, by the way? Are they one hindrance high or smaller?
Is it an actual bush
Oh,
or just a
no.
wee shrub?
Oh no 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 no!
It's a carnivorous plant.
You've got it in for Dave's character, haven't you?
It's a carnivorous plant, it's about to eat him.
Followed by a 15.
Oof.
It's not good. I is usually bad in that situation. Oh, wrong boulder. Got my
Disembowels
Bushido.
himself with the bush.
Kills it. Falls on the spider and kills it.
No, he falls over and stuns himself.
Oh.
In hell.
That's it for the rest of this round and all of next round.
What a
Correct.
start. What a start.
Oh shit, I suppose we're gonna go and save the inventory.
Ashikata.
Well, I was going to move forward and where are we? Go 1, 2, 3 there and collect that one.
Oh, it's met because it's moving towards you.
Yes, yeah.
That will definitely hit it.
Nice.
What armor class did you hit?
Oh, let me see. Is 8 according to my reckoning? No, but
All
that
right,
doesn't
then.
hit.
You
No,
hit.
that doesn't hit. I'm running away.
Well, you have got
9.
2 hindrances, so
9. Mr. Arachnid.
Why have you got 2 hindrances, by the way?
Well, I move forward to get away from the other people.
yeah. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the hindrances because you hit me. You take a large chunk out of it, and I'm not happy.
Oh, what a shame. Never mind. We get over it.
Yuko.
Yuko steps forward and attempts to spear that.
I was hoping Yuko would go for that one and Murakawa would go for that one because I want to go for this other one on the right. I don't want to leave Hatsu and Gyomo unprotected.
Yeah, I can. Oh, no, wait. Yes, yeah.
And she
You're-
misses.
Yeah, hopefully Okawa will intercept the other one.
Morikawa.
No. I really like your tokens used for the characters in this one, Tim. They're really good.
Yeah, they're good.
The monk style in his fighting stance, the Morikawa one, that's really cool.
He misses too. These are tough buggers, these are.
Not good.
You. Oh no, you've not missed me. It's me now.
Well, it's your character, Oliver. I seem to have missed him out somewhere. But anyway,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What's the optimum range for a Naginata? 2 hexes or 3?
2 yards.
So like that. Yeah?
Indeed, have a chop.
Sweet. Oof, that's not hitting nothing. I don't
It's
know.
all these bushes, I tell you.
Yeah, BCS is 15. It's not getting anywhere near it.
I think optimum range for Naginata's one further away than that, isn't it?
Yeah,
If
actually.
it's a
you're
long
right.
range weapon. Yeah.
In that case, I would
It
have.
doesn't really matter.
I would have moved to
missed.
about there then to get away from my colleagues.
Anyway, Imagawa loses his next action. Thank you very much.
Oofed.
And the spider says, "Oh, that's very kind of you. I shall now nib."
Oh no. Imagawa's lunch. Poison level 2, fast, paralytic. I don't like the sound of that.
Imagawa now attempts to make a health saving throw.
Right, resist the poison, laddie. Come on.
Come on, man. Ooh,
Oh, well done.
nice roll.
Well done.
You can't have people dying when their player's not here. You should get plot armor.
He does actually save, yes.
Nice.
What's that?
The one that's facing Morioka, it has a bite.
Morikawa.
Ooh. I don't like the look at that.
Missed.
Oh, I did. Nice.
The one in front of Ashikata. Take 4 points of pain, Nick, and make a health saving throw, please.
Seems unlikely that that'll do it. Nope. Don't make it. 4
Okay,
points, is
note
it?
down that you're poisoned by a level 2 poison at the moment.
Yep.
How deadly is poison in Bushido then, boys? Is it bad?
Depends on what sort it is.
Yeah,
That's what
some
it
of them slow your speed and that kind of stuff.
So
Yeah.
how, right, mechanics wise, what's the levels? Level 1's the mildest and it goes up, or other way around?
I believe 1 is the lowest. I
The,
think.
the lowest is 1.
Yeah, so
It
that's
gets
one.
worse.
Yeah, so that's the second highest tier. Okay, second lowest tier. Got you. Uh-oh.
The class which this is detailed turn by detailed turn. Lightning is every action phase.
Now that
This
other
is fast.
spider, I'm going to get minus something because of the range, but I'm going to get plus 10 on my secondary on that other spider because I'm behind it. I can reach that with a Naginata, I think.
Is it having a go at me? Away from
Well,
it.
there's 2 of them having a go at you, Nick, and 2 having a go at Imagawa, but one of them attacking Imagawa's just bitten the floor, or attempted to.
Right, I assume the other one was engaged by what's his name, Okawa? It's run away from him.
Yeah, it was engaged by... The one that ran away from me was engaged by me, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That's
Because
what applies to
remember,
Axel,
it's
so
moving at the same time as you are, so
Ah,
as you
that's
go
right,
down
yeah,
to
yeah.
have a slice at it, it runs out of range.
Yeah.
No?
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
some things count anyway, do they? So
Anyway, at the moment it doesn't matter.
okay.
Yuko will have another strike.
Go on, you. On a secondary.
Right, she gets a light blowing on it.
Nice. Right, Carla, finish it off. Oh, nice.
He managed to punch it on the nose, but mainly because he's so focused on it, he's not aware of anybody else around him. You're next, Nick.
It's secondary, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't think I'll bother.
You are allowed to move hex if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to turn. That's all. It's going to turn so they're not behind me. But I'm not going to strike. I think my chance of hitting is bugger all. I'm not going to risk a 20.
Okawa's turn.
Now, can I still reach that with a Naginata?
But believe so.
You don't think so?
1, 2, 3, 5 yards away.
We'll have a look on the list of weapons table. It's got the diagram.
Right, I've adjusted your position to where it's more likely to have been, because you won't have had to run quite so far.
Yes.
You could have stopped there, you see.
So I can hit
So you
it.
can actually have a chop at me, yes.
Now, are these distractions, these bushes, so -2?
Yes, they are.
+10 though, eh? I'm behind that.
I'll give you +5 at the moment.
Okay.
So
Fair.
net +3, but you're halved.
Net +3 but halved. Yeah, that's not going to do it, is it? Rolled an 8. Nah, it doesn't even beat my BCS. Missed again.
Gyomo-san.
Well, these are living creatures, aren't they?
Yeah, we're going to bite your arms and legs off.
Yes, but I think would Imagawa be too heavy for me to drag?
Probably.
Pardon?
I suspect
To
so.
drag it very far, yes, and the spiders might still bite you.
Might just run over him and attack you. Yeah, he's a reasonably chunky lad, so yes, I expect he's quite heavy.
Righto. Well, won't be able to do anything about that then.
Not going well, boys.
It very rarely does in the early rounds. You'll come good.
I'm glad you're confident in this.
So, what are you going to do, Gyomo?
I'm going to retreat to here and start preparing to do a blessing by yoga. It's going to take me some time and I may have to move, but if I can boost one of these people's health or something. So I can only get to there.
Right, the one biting Morioka missed.
Morikawa?
Morikawa, my mistake. I keep calling him Morioka, but I mean the Bedo.
We knew who you meant.
Yep.
Stop picking on the characters.
The one
There's
that was
players on
dazed
here.
comes out of that.
Oh, fuck off, Tim, man.
It's lucky that 2 wasn't a critical.
Mm-hmm. Tim's rolls are on fire today, man.
No, if I had a BC of 10, that would be a crit, but I don't.
That's what I'm saying. We're lucky it wasn't a critical.
I don't know what they make these bushi out of, but my poison doesn't appear to be affected.
Well, it's affecting Imagawa. He failed his saving throw, didn't he?
Just him to trip over and stun himself.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that
I
was
think his
own
initial
fault
one
at the
was a
start.
fail.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
tripped over
failed, yeah.
it.
And then he fell over
So
and
he-
stunned himself.
So his speed's down too.
Not yet, it's not. It's not done anything yet.
Ah, right, fine.
I'm guessing there's an onset time for the poison.
Fast, yeah, whatever fastest you find is.
So fast will be however many rounds, then slow will be however many
Opposed to
hours.
light,
or
as
whatever.
opposed to lightning.
Yeah, I guess instant would be the fastest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's lightning. I think.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
what they call it.
A bit vague on it, but
Right, the two attempting to attack Ashikata both miss.
Good.
good. You've got a decent armor class, I hope so.
It's about time we got some decent rolls, boys. Let's go. Right, Hatsu.
Okay, Hatsu.
Boy. Well, I'm not moving it. Where and
Now, remember that time you were the absolute MVP with those mud spells? Just saying.
I don't have mud this time.
Do you not? Oh. Oh, yeah, different game.
But,
Shit.
Yeah, different game.
Oh, that was the other game.
This guy I'm going to hit with the Darts of Soil.
With darts.
My
Okay,
magic.
how many you can fire 2? Because you're second level. So
Now-
Yeah.
roll 2d20 and see what arm class you hit.
Is that a spell he's casting that fires magic darts, yeah? No,
Yeah.
she's not throwing a magic
Yes,
weapon.
that's why Hatsu can't move, because she's casting spells.
Yes. Got ya. So it's like a magic missile kind of sort of thing, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yes.
What's your magic DCS, sir?
See that?
What was that?
13.
13. So one hit.
In that case, you hit with one of them.
Well, your BCS with Darts of Soil is 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, but it might be, but you've got hit me armor class.
Exactly.
And 16 won't hit my armor class. Well, it'll hit armor class 0, but nothing else. But the 8 does hit.
Okay. So he needs to make a health saving throw, or he will be knocked down. And then the secondary one is required to see if he's stunned.
Nice. If you had hit him twice, would he have to make those rolls twice, or is it just one still?
Okay, you're not prone, but you don't stun me or do anything else to me.
Well, at least he's prone.
What's that? Which one's he zapped? Okay.
The one with the green dot on it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, new round, Imagawa is still stunned. Ashikata.
Alright, same one I hit last time.
Come on!
That was Is that a D10 in it?
There's that roll we wanted.
Someone's got to get up. Sorry, that's a D20, so we need a D10. 1. It's not just double, is it double or something? Or nothing?
That's
Double
double
damage.
damage.
Double damage. Come on, dice. Let's
Come
give
on,
him
dice.
some grief.
Give him some welly.
Like 10.
Serious. Not too bad at
Same
all.
one I hit last time.
I don't like you very much, so I'm going to bite you in a minute.
I better roll my thing into me. Hurry. It's the same.
I'll get my plus 10 on him next round, Ashikata.
You ought to go and worry about Imagawa rather than me.
You think? Yeah, you might be right.
He's still down. One of the spiders is down, but it's not down permanently.
I think this round will take advantage of my position and get the plus 10.
Both Yuko and Morikawa miss.
It's annoying.
Yeah, he rolls great for the monsters, but no for the PCs
Yeah.
here.
Come on, lads. Get your act together, lads.
Okay, Mr. Naginata man.
Well, okay, so I guess it would just be moved to there and turn 1 to get them on plus 10, wouldn't it?
You actually need to be one closer, I think. Yeah,
No.
to be ideal.
No, that's the optimal
Not with a
range.
naginata. Two clear hexes between you.
Oh,
is
2
optimum
yards,
for
sorry, you
naginata.
moved closer, yeah.
no,
Sorry,
you're
it's 2 yards away. You moved closer. You were 3 yards away, which is
Anyway,
far.
go on. Roll to hit.
You are 3 yards away, which is a
Anyway,
bad
that's
thing.
absolutely pumped it with a +10.
Well, that's a hit. Well, no matter what armor class I got, I think.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Naginata is 2d6 plus level, I think. Let me just quickly remind
2d6
myself.
plus strength bonus, which is 1, I think.
2d6 plus strength bonus of 1. Okay.
Even, is it,
Come on, go on, be good. Ugh. 6 damage.
It looks over and it goes, puh.
yeah, it's quite tough, these spiders.
Isn't there?
Did I do the poison stays for last round? I didn't, did I?
Not on action phase 1. You didn't.
Okay. Imagawa is poisoned, isn't he?
He
Yes,
had level
indeed.
2
Yep.
fast, and he failed his saving throw the first time.
Okay. He loses 3 points of speed.
3 points of speed. Ouch.
Ow!
Just reduce his sheet temporarily then. Where are we?
Has he got level 3 in him now then?
Speed goes
Yeah.
down to...
The initial injection was level 2, and I bit
Yep.
him again, so I inject him with half my level of poison, which is another 1, so he's now on 3.
Ouch!
Oh,
Yes, he loses his secondary.
so if you bite him again, it goes to
Down to
4, and
one.
again it goes to 5.
He's down 1 action. So
Oof.
down to 1 action. Still on 12, but he's down to 1 action. He gets
Yeah.
no secondary.
That's not good.
Are you poisoned, Nick?
I am indeed.
Okay, make a health saving throw there.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Made you bird one, did you, Nick?
That's...
Right, lose what level are you? Of poison?
I'm level 2. 2.
Okay, lose 2 points of speed then, sir.
2 points of speed. Okay. Still okay. Oh, that's because Imagawa's got pathetic speed, that's why, isn't it? Why he's affected much worse than me, is it? He's just low vested. He's got quite pathetic speed, really. Guns are deafness.
Okay, the one that Hatsu knocked down stands up and shakes its head, but doesn't do anything else. Are you better than armor class 2, Ashikata?
Yeah, I'm AC5. I'm assuming it's winter, isn't it?
Kisaragi, whatever that is.
Actually, it's spring.
It's still quite cold. We're going to be in the mountains, aren't we? 2 for me clothes, 2 for me bonus.
You're on the flat plains, but don't worry about it. I missed you.
Right. That's 2 plus 2 plus 1, my armor class.
Maneuvering so one can get you from behind.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a secondary, though, isn't it? Oops. Maybe.
Right, Yuko thrusts at it but misses.
Oh.
The Budoka misses too. Your second reaction, Nick. If you've got one, that is.
Yeah, I have. Imagawa's lost his because he's only just got enough speed to get 2, so...
Yeah, that's why paralytic poisons are nasty to things like Bushido. If you get any poison on at all...
Well, but he's got low speed and massive masses of deafness, whereas I'm a bit more balanced, so even 1 point of speed loss would lose his second action, which is right on the edge. So I'm just retreating slightly and turning. Trying to get behind
Are you parrying?
I'm parrying all the time with my Wakizashi. I probably need to roll again, don't I? To see
Okay.
See if we... Yeah, it's still the same.
Not in a second, right?
That's it. That might have... No, might have
Oh wait, I've got plus 10.
Yep.
So I've rolled 0. That's a hit, right?
If I'm wrong, Tim, you halve your BCS and that make you roll, and then you add your situational modifiers.
Aye, so
correct?
half my BCS is... well, do you round up or down? Because
still
it's
get-
15.
Out of interest, do you roll halve your raw and then add your bonus, or do you add your bonus and then half?
No, you halve your raw, add your level and bonuses afterwards.
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah.
No, don't you have the base
So what's your-
BCS?
No, what's you?
No?
No, your raw BCS
It's 13.
is before you add your level. So what's your raw BCS?
13.
13. Halved is 6,
6.
because you round down.
Yep.
Then add your level and add a situational modifiers.
Level is 2.
Okay, so that goes up to 8.
Plus
Plus
10.
10 from behind, 18. So you need, so your BCS is 18.
I've
Unless
hit
you've
that
got
then.
any distractions or whatever.
So you have you have three restrictions in your area.
Distraction? No, they're
You got-
restrictions,
you got-
aren't they?
You got three restrictions from the bushes, and Ashikata. Now that you could say Ashikata's a distraction. Tim,
Make a will saving throw.
Will
please,
saving
Oliver.
throw for distraction, isn't it?
no,
Come out of his
yeah,
range.
will saving. No, he's got a Naginata. He could hit you.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, it's
I'm-
only got 3-yard range, though, isn't it?
No,
It's got 4-yard
4.
engagement range. That's the whole point.
it's -1 at your range, but he could still hit you.
Not according
So
to the chart.
basically, yes.
Chart is -1 at 3 yards. To the chart.
Have a look at the weapons
Hey,
table, and
I'm-
you've
hey,
got the
I'm looking
long
at
range
it.
weapons.
Nick, it's not a
Yeah.
matter of whether they can hit you or not. You are in his engagement zone because you're 4 yards away.
Yeah, so he's
So you catch the distraction.
Ah, right, okay, so
a
it's further.
distraction for me.
Unfortunately, the distraction causes you to miss.
Oh, my days.
Right, now I thought the range was the maximum, was the size of your area, if you like.
No,
It-
engagement is 1 yard longer than the
All right, my
optimum.
apologies.
size you're in.
My
Optimum
apologies.
is 3, but you can hit 1 yard further at -1.
Put your apologies.
Which is the real problem with
Gyomo.
long range weapons.
Gyomo to save the day watch.
Okay, what do you mean save the day? Me with my pitiful jujutsu against something with 8 legs? D10. Aha! First round of summoning a blessing by yoga. So next round I can cast it.
Okay, they all miss on their secondaries. Hatsu, the one that you just knocked down
Mhm.
took a quick look at you and looked as though if it was going to come and bite you next round. What do you want to do?
Oh, we're gonna have to try and knock him down again.
Okay.
Do the darts have to go to two darts? They have to go to the same person, or can I split them?
You can split them between two.
Okay, so the first dart's going to go on the guy I actually hit. And then the second one goes on this guy.
No!
Okay, your dart misses.
Okay.
One of them hit,
And
right?
the first one hit.
What's the secondary effect?
Secondary effect is he's stunned for 2d6 rounds.
Right, a brand new round. Imagawa attempts to stand up. But we'll do the health saving throws first. So, Imagawa's health saving throw, please.
You want one of us to roll it?
Yes, please. I don't want to kill Dave's character, you see if I can avoid.
So you want us to kill him before you?
Pass the buck, yeah.
Well, that's a
Right.
saving throw. That's a successful saving throw.
Nice. Done, Dave.
Probably. Yeah, it's quite tough.
So that reduces the poison by
Unfortunately,
1.
he fails to get to his feet.
Yes, but the poison's gone down a level.
Oh, you're correct. It has gone down, yes.
So he only loses 2 speed this time. Is that correct?
No, he doesn't lose any speed because he made his health saving throw.
Aha. So Tim gets to make a saving throw now.
I already
Sorry,
made
Nick,
it.
not-
Imagawa
sorry, no,
failed to
Nick.
get up to. Anyway, Nick's character gets to make a saving throw because he's poisoned.
A one will do, won't it?
That'll do it, mate.
Okay. A 1. What's your health saving throw?
Just a second. Probably about 7, 8 health save throw. 9. Nope.
Okay.
Nope, sorry.
That is a
That's
critical
fine.
save, so all your poison
it's not-
gets wiped out.
Oh,
It's 8.
nice.
My health saving throw is 8. Not 8, not 9.
It's still a critical because you've got a health saving throw of 5 or more.
Because I was still looking
So
at
your
these.
poison goes away. Rats, 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 rats,
Yay.
rats.
Nice, Nick.
A flux spider.
Nice one.
Right. Stop.
You're
playing
now
with them.
feeling full of beans, so come on, kill me off.
Right, you asked for it. You said kill you off. So I think we missed.
Get this
Yeah.
one. That'll
Another one.
do it, Nick.
Oops, what am I doing?
Come go.
Two, that's double damage, isn't it? Take 10.
I don't like you very much. I shall cease
do
to
I?
play this game.
I'll run away then. You know. Yeah, it's a tough lad. As many hit points as me.
I'm rolling from Okawa. I feel lucky. Let's go.
Go.
Ha! Yes! That's a 1d10, yeah?
Yep.
5. What's 5 on the crit table?
Triple damage.
Triple damage, right? What's his damage roll?
D6 plus 4.
Nice. Take 18 damage.
Right in the chops.
Lovely stuff, Morikawa.
Mr. Naginata man.
Missed. Fuck my life. Oh no, I've got plus 10. That doesn't miss.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that hits. Plus 2, isn't it? Take 9 damage.
No, plus 1.
Plus
What's
1.
your strength bonus?
It's
That's
plus
8 damage, sir.
Okay. It's still standing though.
Oh, they're tough. I've done the
It's not got a death set on it, so yes.
I've done almost as much damage as I've got hit points, and it's still
So
standing.
is this one here dead?
Which one?
One next to Imigawa.
No, the other one, Ashikata's the one next to him because it's
No, I'm
got a
still
skull on
fighting
it.
that one.
Ah,
Still
Oh no,
fighting
he's
that one.
dead. He's
Yeah.
dead. You just killed him.
All right. Okay. Can you put it? I thought it was still going.
no, it's got a skull and crossbones token.
All right. Very small one. Yep. My apologies.
It's just hidden under
Oh,
the
that's a
name.
bit better. Getting seriously worried. It's taking a huge amount of damage.
That's not hitting. That's not hitting. Don't think that's hitting.
That's a wrestler.
Yuko could move and get the plus 10 there, eh? Is that Morikawa's roll?
Right, Ashikata takes 3 points of damage and makes a health saving throw.
Okay. That's not going to make it.
Okay, you are poisoned by level 3.
Oh,
That's worse. Damage.
Sorry, Nick. Hold that attack for a minute. You get to attack me first if you wish to.
Well, of course I do. Right. Okay, let's see. What we're gonna do. I think we want to maneuver.
You can only move 1 hex, so it's a secondary.
Oh, a second, is it? My apologies. In which case, I will just move to there. Right, I can't turn, can I? Facing the same way. We'll risk a shot. Risk a hit. There.
Oliver, you're up next.
okay. Surely this time I'm gonna finish off. Not with that, I'm not. Plus 10, but I still don't think that hits on a secondary, does it?
No.
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 Jesus Christ.
Gyomo.
This is my second round of summoning the miracle, and
Yep.
therefore I make my BCS roll. I hope. Oh, perfect.
Nice one.
I reach over and touch Yuko, and Yuko gets +7 on a physical characteristic for 2d3 rounds when she chooses to when he chooses to invoke it.
Wow.
That also costs you no power.
Because I rolled a 1.
Correct.
So that's a free spell because you rolled a 1. Doesn't.
Right,
tap your
okay, now
resources.
you take the damage I told about you before about Nick,
Yeah, I've already crossed it off. Yeah.
and all the others missed. We're back to Hatsu.
This one's still standing, right?
Mhm.
Fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's still attempting to bite Imagawa, who appears to be holding its jaws off him by main strength, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think that's the most dangerous one right now.
I think so. So he's going to get both of them.
Ah, nice. Those both hit.
Okay, that's 2 hits, so I'm just going to assume you knock him down and stun him because I'm not rolling all them down.
Okay.
Well, the health saving throw is only about 4, so you're likely to fail it.
Nice.
Imagawa stands up.
Hey.
Mainly because nobody's actually trying to bite him now. They're too busy trying to get back to their feet.
You're being shot to
If they
pieces.
weren't stunned. Ashikata.
And today, I missed that, Tim. It's got my name.
Right.
That was it.
Well, you're up next.
Is it back to primaries? Okay. Well, I'm going to rotate round. Sorry about this, Okawa, but I would need to see what how Mikawa's doing. And then I'll hit this swine. Alright. So take 6.
He's not looking very healthy.
Good, jolly good to hear it. I'm having a glance. Emigara's on his feet fighting, isn't he?
Yes, no.
He's fighting one spider.
Between them, Morikawa and Yukio.
Nice.
Well done, chaps.
Okay, Mr. Naginata man.
Okay, 2 seconds, just writing my notes. Now, Ashikata's in my way now. What does that mean for me? Can I?
Well, basically, it means you move over at least 1 hex. Move over 1 hex to your left.
Yeah, and I'm still plus 10. I've just got one more distraction, right? Is that a will saving throw for the distraction?
See what happens.
That's my will saving throw. Does a fail? Here's my attack. That'll be a hit. Seven plus 2 is 9 damage.
+1.
Sorry, +1, 8 damage. I keep thinking that you don't get +1 for every level. That's Budoka, isn't it?
Yeah, you just get +1 because you have
+1
strength.
for strength, yeah. See if this thing's not dead yet.
Actually, I was just checking out whether you criticaled it, but it doesn't matter because you kill it anyway.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, good. Good. Is that one gone? So there just appears to be 1 left, which is the one fighting.
No, these 2 are still alive. They are just prone.
Oh, they just keep falling over and getting up again.
Prone and stunned.
Yeah. So the skull and crossbones is dead. The X is prone.
Okay, so they just keep getting shot by Hatsu. Fair enough. Go and help
Brian, would you like to roll 2 sets of 2d6 for me?
3 sets of 2d6.
2
Two.
sets.
2 sets of 2d. Well, they're both stunned for 7 rounds, so one's got 5 rounds to go, the other's got 6. So you butcher them. And now we just need health saving throws for those people who are poisoned.
And I need to start trying to do some.
Well, I failed my health 7 times.
Oofed.
Right, okay, so what level of poison are you on?
3.
Okay, lose 3 points of speed.
Okay, so it's going to start hurting in a minute. Another one of those, and it's going to start hurting.
Right, Imagawa makes his save, so he doesn't take any more poison, don't he? Right. The fight's not quite over yet, so can I have another saving throw, please, Nick?
Is there anything a normal person could do for somebody that's poisoned, like
Made
try to
that
suck it out or anything?
I made that one, Tim.
Well,
Okay, your poison level goes down by 1.
Are there any spiders active or not?
No, well, there are in theory, but Imagawa's going to slaughter the 2 in front of him.
Yeah,
They
Megara's
can't
dealing with
fight
it.
back.
Well,
And the one
can
that
I
Mori... Go on.
Can I attempt to do something for those who are poisoned?
Yeah. How long is that going to take you?
Using my physician skill.
Have you got units
well,
of medicine available?
Don't believe so. No.
In that case, no, you can't.
And there's nothing a regular non-physician can do, eh?
Well, not in terms of detailed terms anyway.
True. Yes.
And we're on detailed terms for poison.
Yes.
So,
each application. Yeah, I need a medical kit unit for each one. No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Another health saving throw for Imagawa, please.
Oh, Imagawa. Sorry. I was thinking for
Was
me.
that for you, or was that for
For
Imagawa?
me, I thought you said for me. That's for me.
Oh, so that's fair enough. In which case, you lose whatever level of poison you're at.
Yep. Okay.
Which I think is 2, isn't it? Is it 1?
2, yeah. 2. This is going to start hurting now.
Well, can I rush over and see if I can cast a blessing by yoga on your health?
How long does that take?
1d10 detailed turns. The last
Okay,
time
roll
I
your
tried it,
D10 then, sir.
it added a 2. Let's hope I roll a 1. Ah, no.
And hopefully he's healed himself by the time you get there. Okay, keep rolling, Nick, until you roll 2 health saving throws or you roll a 1. If
That
don't roll a 20.
fails. That fails, so I take another 2, yeah? At the poison level, don't I? Next one. It could well kill me at this rate. Yep, it's going to probably take me out. That's right. Running out of health as it is. Yep. Yes, I'm going to go down. Yep, I think it's going to get me, because even if I make it, I'm not going to get 2 passes, and I'm not going to get 2 passes before I run out.
Wait,
Yeah,
paralyzed
are you done?
Yes?
That made 1. That takes it down to level 1. And oh, that makes it. So, okay, I'm on bugger all speed.
Right, I'm not sure how long it takes you to recover from that, but I can try and heal your losses.
The most kind of, so.
I said I can try.
Oh, just do your best. That's all you can do.
Nothing
Okey-doke.
we can do to help, though, is there? Like an untrained.
No, this is the point about poison. That, unless you've got the right medicines,
Yeah.
you just have to wait and hope it doesn't totally fuck you up, as it were.
What happens if
How
you go all the way down to 0?
You're
Is
paralyzed.
it game over? Oh, paralysed.
No. It's not your health. But you get a final speed
It's your
saving throw, and
speed.
if you fail that, final health save. If you fail that, you'll be paralysed
Permanently?
Well,
till the damage wears off,
Ah, okay.
which could be a long time.
A long time, yeah. You stretch a case, basically. So I
Right,
came pretty
well-
close.
Well, healing by yoga takes me 1 round, so I shall attempt. How much have you lost?
What have I lost? I have lost 16.
Jesus. So that's
Oh,
16
gosh.
plus 4 is 20. So currently my BCS is -2, so that puts me on an 8. So my first attempt succeeds. And that's by 5. So does that get him 5 back? Let me check and see what it heals.
1 point per over the success.
That's what I'm just going to check. Healing by yoga. Heal losses to a given physical attribute. And there's a penalty for that. Doesn't actually say what you actually heal, Tim.
Like an oversight, isn't it?
It is.
I'd say a
Just says
reasonable.
heal losses to a given physical attribute. Penalty to BCS equal to current loss in attribute over 10. So I'm -2, which means my BCS drops to 8. I made it by 5. So does that mean he gets 1 better or 5 better, Tim?
I think that
If
one
you're
per
saying so.
point of success makes sense, but
What page is it on in book 1?
Sorry, in book 1, this is page 35-36. It's literally on the turning of the page.
I've asked the other half for a Bushido box set for my birthday. It's 120 quid in well-used condition, but I'm getting it.
I'm going to say it heals a number of points that you are successful in your BCS by.
Okay, so that would get you 5 better.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try a second time. And that drops my score by, that's 3 power used.
I'm now on -11, so you still be on -2 BCS.
Depends, is it rounded or not?
It would still be 10 even if we did round.
Yeah.
Divided by 10,
So-
it's still 1 point something.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's -2.
It's -2. Once it goes below 10, then it's -1.
Once it gets to 10 or less, it goes to -1.
Yeah. So, second attempt. Equaled it. So successfully cast it, but 0 effect. So that would be, would that be 1 or 0?
That's 0, so.
Oh.
So it costs me 3 power, but it gets 0 better? That doesn't seem to make sense.
I know it doesn't. No, you can have 1. I'll give you 1 for that.
Okay.
would make
it gets
sense,
1 better.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, it's the first time for a long time I've used healing by yogas. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Because you did 5 for 5 successes, 5 over the success, it would have, the maths would have made it 0 for 0 over, but yeah, I would say 1 makes more sense. You could even retcon and say you got 6 for the 5 successes.
We will try again. Failed on that one. Succeeded because I'm only at -1, so that's 1 better on that one. So that's 9. Try again. Aha! So that's 5 better on that one.
12 in total. 12 in total, make it. Oops.
So you're currently how many down? 5 down?
You've healed 12, haven't you? Good to make calculation. Is that right?
Something like that, yes. So
About 4
how many are you
down
down?
now.
You're 4
4
down.
down now.
Okay, so still -1. Ah, succeeded. You got them all back,
Thank
and
you.
I'm 15 power down.
You might want to do Imagawa, because although he's only 3 down, it hurts him a lot.
Yes. So I will attempt to heal Imagawa.
He's actually 4 down.
4 down, is he? Okay, 4 down still hurts him a lot because he's on the limit. He only just gets 2
Failed.
actions by the skin of his teeth.
Failed. Well, got 1 better because my BSC is currently 9, so he's 3 down. Failed, and that got him the rest of the way up. That's another 6 power, so that's 21. Ow!
He's back to normal, is he?
Okay, so you're back to normal.
Thank you, Gyomo.
I apologise for not being able to help in the fight,
Yeah, that's fine. That's not your job.
but my jujutsu is not very useful against creatures with 8 legs.
It's not your job either, so if you have to fight, it means we failed.
And Yuko still has her blessing. She's not used it yet.
That's plus 7
we'll
to
see
a
what's in
physical stat.
Temporarily. It only lasts 2d3 rounds. So it puts your strength, speed, deafness or health up by 7.
Or health. Now, if you put your health up by 7, would that give you temporary hit points?
No, because your hit points are based on your permanent health, not temporary health.
temporary,
But
okay.
it does boost your health saving throw,
throws.
which when saving against poison
Very handy.
is very useful. Yeah.
Still learning this game, like we've played 40 times and I'm still learning.
I'm still learning it. GM for a game.
We've played 40 times in under a year. That's how much, it shows how much we love this game, eh? Well, that was a bit of a hairy one, boys, but we made it. Bit disappointed in myself there. Should have done a lot better. Got some Budo though.
Can I claim some Shugendo for healing by yoga?
Oh, you certainly can. How much power did you use?
21.
You get 2.1 then, sir. Because you've actually helped keep them alive, you know.
What's about Budo
Fair
for
enough.
our fighters?
Right, Brian, how many spells did Hatsu actually cast?
3.
And what was the power cost?
Power cost was 3 per dart. So that would be, well, 6 darts.
How many did you miss with?
Actually, it's 3 of them.
I
No,
was gonna say 2.
2.
I thought it was 2, mate.
2. No, it's 2.
Okay, Hatsu gets 1.79 Shugendo. Most of that comes from the fact that you disabled 2 of the spiders, so you get some of the so-called Budo for it.
Oh, okay.
Right, Ashikata gets 1.5 points of Budo, and 1.5 points of... And Okawa gets 1 3/4 points of Budo, and the same amount of on.
You say 1.5 on. I missed that bit, Tim. You
1.5 on, yes.
Sorry, what did I get?
1 3/4 of each.
So 1.7, 12.5 plus 1 is 13.5 plus 0.5 is 14, so 14.25 on Nobuhito. And 1.75 on, and that goes in on from actions, doesn't it?
Indeed it does.
So that was 103.75. some reason it doesn't update my total one up here, but I can do that manually. Okay.
You done Imigawa?
Yeah, I didn't. Do you want me
I've
to?
updated all the 3 who aren't here, yes.
Okay.
That's why I was a bit slow doing it.
$50 Budo or Shigendo for level 3, isn't it?
Yep. Right, if you look at the map, you should find 5 little bushes with a number underneath it, assuming I've let you see them. If I haven't, don't worry about it.
These are the 5 dens, presumably.
Is it the
Well, in
black square up at
actual-
the
it's
top?
the actual dens, yes. They're actually trapdoors, but I couldn't find a trapdoor that would seem to work well.
Is it up here because you've
I
got it blacked out?
No, and it's not where it's blacked out. That's
No.
where these spiders were hiding.
No, I don't see the trapdoors.
So before you could actually do anything.
Okay, so 5 of the bushes are actually the cover for a trapdoor, and there may be something inside them.
Eggs. Yeah, we
Oh.
should throw some fire down the hole.
Well, there may be the relics of previous travellers who've been dragged down there and eaten that we should bring out and give decent burial to.
You might be right, Gyomo, my friend, yeah.
I will gingerly open one of the trapdoors, kind of flipped open at the moment.
Now, as
The
he
trapdoors are actually open at the moment. Yeah.
as he
Because
approaches
we
it,
came out in a hurry.
I'm gonna stand next to him with a weapon ready, pointed at the hole. Then I'm gonna cover him as he does this.
I look slightly surprised and ask Hatsu if it would be possible to have some light to see down into this hole.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I presume you conjure a little glowing ball in the air or something.
Yes.
And I will investigate the dens to see if there are indeed any deceased who require burial.
And relieving of their wealth.
Well, I don't know who their heirs are. They certainly have no need for it going forward. And there may indeed be some eggs which
We should kill. Kill them.
I
with
cannot
fire.
agree with. I cannot agree with that, Lord.
Well, do you know what? I do see the red dots actually. I do see the trapdoor ones. So these ones, aren't they?
They're the ones with the red dots on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry, I'm dumb.
No, it's all right. They weren't there until just now. That's all.
Ah, okay.
They magically appeared.
Yes.
Ooh. That's a positive luck roll.
You do indeed find the mortal remains of several people at the bottom of the slightly vertical shaft that these spiders came out of.
In which case, I suggest we recover them. You may have to lure me down. Oh, hang on a second. Is that a baby spider down there? Are there any
You
baby
do
spiders?
not appear to have any baby spiders, although spider eggs are a possibility.
Yeah. Do we see any eggs?
You don't see any eggs in the bit you can see because the spider nest bends
Aye.
more level, right? So you can see down to the bottom of the shaft where there's some rubbish, but you can't actually see where the spider lived.
Well, since I'm not encumbered by armor, weapons, whatever, I shall ask them to lower me down, and I shall then kind of drag the remains, etc., out of the nests. And...
I don't know, Gyomo. I'm thinking that maybe we'd get one of us that does have armor. We'd put our armor on, and that person gets lowered down just in case there is more down there, because you're going to be alone down there.
I look down the hole and look at the size of it, and look at you and. Tim, do I think that an armoured person could get down there or not?
They could get down there, but whether they could get back again is another matter.
I think that might be unwise, Lord.
I mean, I could always take my armor off to get back up if I need to, but I think somebody armored and better armed going down is wiser. Just in case there's more of them in there, Gyomo. If you, no offense, but you're dead if you go down there and there's more of them, and we need you to not be dead.
Well, we need you not to be dead, Lord. You still have your path to tread.
I have armor and weapons and the skill to use them.
Indeed, Lord. But you were just talking about not putting your armor on.
Yeah, but no one's going to see me down in a spider's hole, are they? Sorry to declare war on these giant spiders.
I will kind of step back in resignation and let this hothead do what he wishes.
I'm not being hot-headed, I'm protecting you, my friend.
I didn't tell you were hot-headed, I just kept that to myself.
Tie me on, boys, tie me on. Do we have rope?
I did offer. I will speak to the porters and get them to let him down carefully and be ready to pull him back up again.
I'm going to put my armour on then.
I get that. I warn them they may have to drag him up.
I'd rather they drag me up than you, my friend. I'm now partially encumbered, but that's fine. I could drop some of my weapons, I guess. Yeah, in fact, let me drop all my weapons except my short sword.
Why are you putting your armour on?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you putting your armour on?
Because in case there's more spiders down there.
Well,
But I'm thinking,
copy that.
if I give all my other weapons to my porter, let's see what happens to my encumbrance. Still partially encumbered, oh well. Yeah, I'm going down with my short sword and my armour.
Oh, you shouldn't be wearing your armour.
Aye, but down there no one's going to see me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll do it. Out the way, I'll do it.
I did offer, Lord.
Yes, no problem, Kumo. Do it.
Go on then, Gyomo. If you are so against me putting my armour on to go down, go ahead.
I get the porters to lower me down into the pit.
Just hope you're not one more body.
Well, I'll
for
go
us to
down
drag
first.
back up.
I'll go down first if you want.
Oh,
You know me?
oh. Whichever of you wishes to go down, Lords, then...
I'll go down. I'll go down first, and then just in case there's something down here. I don't want no point you going first. Something down here, it's going to attack you.
Well, there's
Lower
no
me
point in
down,
me going
climb
down
down, whatever.
second, Lord, because I would just block the exit.
Well, I don't know how extensive it is down there.
Okay, we'll wait for Ashikata to go down and tell us how extensive it is down there and whether there's room for two of us down there.
I'll go down, Jim. I'll either lower it down and climb down or whatever is necessary.
We have 3 porters who can lower you down. So good strapping lads.
Good.
Okay, you are lowered down.
The first
You
time.
crawl along into the main nest area, and
Yep.
you notice that this is much larger than you might have thought. And these spiders all appear to have been living in the same large underground cavern.
Okay, can I hear any sound of movement anyway?
Make a wit saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I might have made it. I might have made it. Yes, just. I just made it.
You can't hear anything, but you can feel a very gentle breeze blowing into your face.
I will go towards the breeze, into the breeze.
Okay, have you got a light?
No.
Well, it's dark down here, you see.
Oh, I'll feel my way then.
Okay. You take one of the exits which you thought didn't go anywhere. And as you go down it, you can feel the breeze getting stronger.
Okay, well, we're still going.
After a short while, you can see some light.
Okay, so that's the surface, yep. I assume it's the surface, not artificial light.
It might be both.
Well, we'll keep going till we can make it so we see whether it just come above ground or not.
Okay. Make another wit saving throw, so.
Now looking down the hole, Ashikata's out of my sight now because he's past the bend there.
2 in a row, you must be. Oh, I made 2 in a row.
The hell?
You know. God's smiling on me.
Okay, in that case, you can hear the sound of multiple feet moving across stone. And you recognise that there might well be more spiders in actual fact.
Okay.
Oh,
Are they
you were against me putting my
in
armour on and going down, never mind.
Are they in the darkness? Or are they.
You can't see them, so they may well be in the darkness, yes.
Okay, in which case I'll stop moving. Remain silent.
You hear some very strange noises. And then the area around you bursts into light, and you can see, perched in front of you about 20 foot away, a spider the size of which you've never seen before,
Shit.
because it's enormous.
It's seen me.
Well, it must know where you are because you're stood in a pool of light at the moment,
Okay.
which appears to
okay.
be, well, you're going to do what, sir?
Well, if it see me, then I better go and give it a damn good thrashing.
Okay, you can if you wish.
Shit.
Well, it's seen me, so there's no point. I can't
No.
hide from it anymore.
I'm trying to decide how long you're down there before I'd go down after you.
Well, I was waiting for him to come back and tell me whether there was enough room for 2 of us to go down there.
Yeah, the fact that
hasn't
he's
come
not come back is worrying me. I'm going down.
Okay, I'm going to double strike it, Tim.
Okay. What level are you, sir?
2.
Okay, you run forward. You bounce off a barrier which you can't see. And it's about 6 or 7 foot in front of it. It appears a bit surprised that you're attacking it in actual fact. But
Okay, I'll move to the left. Is it still blocked?
yes.
Okay, so I'll try the other way. If I get to the wall or whatever and it's still blocked, I'll try the other way.
Right, the barrier covers both sides of the cavern and you can't get through it at the moment.
Okay. It's okay. I'll look at this thing. So big, how big is big?
Wattage size?
It's about 3 times the size of the Kumo you've just fought.
So we're talking like a
They,
horse.
what size were they? What size are they? What
They're
size?
about 2 foot across,
These were large dogs.
not
This is,
including their legs.
this is a horse
Okay, so this
plus
is
legs.
bigger than that. 6 foot across body wise. Plus legs.
Size of a
Is
horse
it-
plus legs, isn't it?
So probably
Is it on
about
its own?
15 to 20 foot across.
Oh shit.
Is it on its own?
Wise.
It is at the moment.
Okay, in which case I'm going to step back, sheath my swords, prepare my daikyu.
Okay. While you're doing that, it disappears up into the roof along some webbing it's got strung up.
Yep.
And you hear it scuttling away at quite high speed.
Okay. I will fire a shot into the barrier to see if it does stop it or whether it does go through. Anyway. Does the arrow go plunk and fall to the floor, or does it go through?
The arrow passes through where the barrier is and thumps into the wall on the far side. Roll a d10, sir.
Roll to do.
Okay, the arrow doesn't break when it hits the wall. It just lies there, looking a bit sad and lonely.
Don't worry, I'm not
The
gonna
far
worry
side
about
of the
retrieving
barrier you can't get through.
it. I'm not gonna bother retrieving it. Replace it like that. Interesting. Alright, I'll have a look round what else I can see in the cavern. What that
Okay,
disappears.
you can see a number of, on the other side of where the barrier was, you can see a number of artworks and boxes and bales of goods.
Ooh.
On the other side of where the barrier is.
Well, as far as you know, it's still there, but it might not be.
Now, I am
Well,
heading
we'll
down
move
now.
slowly. We'll move slowly forward to. Yes,
Okay, in that case,
I'll
make
have
another...
the IQ loaded. I'm going to slowly walk forward.
Is the light
Okay,
still going, or has the light gone out?
the light's still going. Although it may be beginning to fade. Okay, you get to where the barrier was, and there's no barrier there anymore.
Okay. And it presumably upwards is dark, isn't it? Dark up.
It certainly is.
Okay. How far can I actually see?
About a yard, if you're lucky.
Okay, in which case put the daikyo away, get the swords out.
Okay. You just getting your swords out when you can hear somebody moving behind you where you came from.
It's pretty dark, isn't it? Basically.
Yes.
Who's there?
Okay. Okawa gets to the bottom and he's looking around, and then he hears this faint "Who's there?" and which you recognise as Akishita's.
It's me.
That's you, yes.
Yeah. So no, Ashikata says to me, "Who's there?" I'll say, "It's me. It's Okawa."
Oh, okay. It's me comes back in a voice that you do recognise, fortunately.
Okay. I'm over. I'll shout. Come in this direction. Just follow my voice.
I'm coming, and I brought my. So I don't have my armor on, but I brought my short sword and my bow with me. Okay.
Well, eventually the two of you meet up in this rather large cavern, which actually smells of spider, but there isn't much you can do about that.
Okay,
Are you
so
going
there's
down, Gyomo, or are you going to wait for them to come back?
There's lots of
Well, the
stuff
two
scattered
who
about
wanted
in
to
here.
go down have gone down, so I shall follow down and ask Hatsu to stand at the top and can she cast a light on something and then pass that something down to me, Hatsu, please? Or does it not work like that?
No, let me cast it. No.
It doesn't work like that. Ah, right. In that case, I'll try and prepare some torches from a torch from whatever we've got. Bit of.
Oh yeah,
cloth.
okay, yeah. You can prepare a couple of torches, no problem.
Okay, and climb down, ask them to light one and pass it down, and then I shall advance down to the little chamber at the end of this small tunnel. Oh,
Okay, as I say, the chamber turns out to be a lot larger than you think it ought to be,
oh, it is a big chamber. Oh,
and you can hear two people, probably talking off through one of the exit tunnels.
okay. What's in this chamber? Is it just bodies? Things?
There are no bodies actually in the chamber. They've all been cleared out because we're quite fussy. We were anyway. There appear to be a number of nests, 5 to be exact.
Okay.
There are no eggs in any of them.
Mm.
Right, but there's no bones in these in the nests or on the floor of the chamber.
No.
So there's the 5 trapdoor tunnels and there's 3 exit tunnels.
No, there are 6 tunnels leading out of here in total. One of which leads to a trapdoor, and so do 4 of the others because you can see light at the end of it. There's a light
Okay.
patch.
Coming from the final tunnel, yes.
And basically, if you listen, you can hear noise coming from that last tunnel. Yes.
Okay. Well, I presume that's where Ashikata and my other friend have gone. So I shall go up to the entrance to that tunnel with my torch and look down it. Can I see any light?
You can't. You can see some very faint light. Yes. As if there was a
Okay.
tunnel that leads to the outside or something like that.
Okay. Can I hear them any more clearly?
Well, it depends on what they're doing. So, what are you two in the other tunnel, in the big cave, doing?
There's nothing. The big cave we're in has got various bits and pieces scattered around, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I can see this artwork and stuff now.
So we're gonna probably start deciding which bits are worth salvaging and which bits aren't.
Yeah.
So start moving the stuff that's worth salvaging into a pile. Leave the rubbish
Okay, in that
behind.
case, Gyomo, it sounds like they're shifting crates.
Okie doke. I will venture down the tunnel and to find out what's there.
Okay. In that case, the two of
another
you
big
in the second big cavern, which is even bigger than the one you were in, you realise somebody's coming because some light starts to appear, and Gyomo appears and goes "coo" or something like.
Lords, do you find any bodies?
I haven't seen any corpses or remains of corpses.
No, we did though. We did at the very start, but we've not seen any more, right?
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
DMs
But there
retconned
was-
it and said they were, and DMs retconned it and said they were very fussy and cleared the bodies out. So
Ah,
they're
right.
obviously
Okay.
somewhere
Sorry, I
else.
missed that bit then. Yeah, I missed that
But,
detail.
yeah.
Sorry.
There was the world's largest spider.
Well, I never saw
I
that.
saw
though.
it.
kind of-
It saw me, but it's
I stepped back into the tunnel a bit and kind of look around. Well, where'd it go?
it went up into
Okay.
the
Hold
higher
on, lads.
reaches of that
Lads.
cavern.
Now you've got some light. You notice that the roof of this second cavern is covered in fairly thick webbing, along which things could run without too much difficulty.
Up
And
in
not only
there.
that, taped to the roof are a number of desiccated corpses.
Like hanging and cocoon
Somewhere
kind
in
of
that-
things.
Somewhere in that mess up there. A mess of spider webs up there.
Now, if we were to just shoot a flaming arrow up into that spider web, it's all coming down, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know how well it burns.
I think the
You'd
desiccated
expect
corpses will be
spider
quite
web to
dried
burn
out.
quite well.
I don't want to be standing underneath it if all that burning web comes down.
Yeah, I mean it's
Bothered by a very angry spider.
it's inside. These kind of spiders have dry webs. It'll not be wet. It'll not be covered in dew. It'll be dry. I think it would burn well.
I can feel a bit of a breeze. Where's the other exit from this cavern?
Somewhere behind that webbing.
Yeah, we're not sure.
So setting fire to it will just force it to run up its other exit.
Well, yes, probably. Presumably it will run away from the flames.
Unless we get lucky and we
wait,
burn the
wait,
web
wait,
fast
that
enough and
light-
it drops.
Where did
Well,
that
it
light
depends.
come from, boss, Lord? I say, kind of pointing at the kind of dimming
Oh, I don't
glow.
know. They just appeared. I assume the spider did it. It noticed me here and suddenly
By
illuminated
the
me.
casting magic, Lord?
I assume so. No, I say it noticed me and then suddenly, boom! I was surrounded in light. Like what you've got. That's as much as I can tell you. I don't know.
Did we get a look at what's in these crates?
Hold on. It looks more like the sort of light that your mage produces.
Magical light.
It's not torchlight. It's more like magic light. Yeah.
It's not natural light. It's
Giant spider that casts spells.
So, well, there's two ways you could go. If you burn the web, spider may retreat. However, if it has things of value in there, like for instance, it's young, it might have the opposite reaction.
But
It
also,
behaves anything like an animal.
if the thing burns fast enough, it might drop. It might not get away quick enough. It might just completely drop to the ground, and then it's already taken all that damage.
And it's already going to be extremely pissed.
Also that.
I'm quite happy to drive it away, but not keen on
Well-
facing an angry spider that size.
Can you think of any way to recover the bodies, Lord? I say,
Also,
looking up-
Gyomo.
Yes?
Yeah, there's one more thing, Gyomo. Yes, there was, when I first encountered it, it had some kind of strange barrier protecting it, which I couldn't pass through. Bumped into it. I
Sounds
was
like
able to
magic,
shoot-
Lord.
I was able to shoot through it, but I couldn't pass through it.
Sounds very dangerous, Lord.
Yes, indeed. I think we content ourselves for the moment with helping ourselves to stuff we can see.
Yeah, I think
We've already
if we were
made a
gonna,
start on deciding
I think
what
if
looks useful and what looks
Yeah.
rubbish.
I think if we wanted to take this thing on, we would have to come down with the whole squad.
Well,
So-
is there any way we could recover the bodies from up there, Lord?
Well, the only way I guess is, well, I certainly don't feel capable of climbing up there. We could try setting fire to part of the web, but they will fall, of course, which may do God knows what to the bodies.
They're dead though.
What's left of them? What's left of them? I think what we should do is we will salvage what we think is salvageable from this cabin. Then I'm prepared to watch the web.
Okay.
Well, shall I return and warn the others that there may be a gigantic spider coming at them from another direction, Lord?
Yes, we might also need. How much stuff is it, Tim? How many people are going to need to shift this stuff? You there, Tim?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just counting it up. There looks to be about 15 items which are salvageable that are worth taking.
Well, how many people we think we need to carry them? Be people loads, are there? Roughly.
About 15 man loads, you'd think.
Yoma, you better tell the others, or at least you, excluding you and Hatsu, to come down here and help us carry this stuff.
Yes, Lord. Do you wish me to
Okay.
leave this torch, Lord?
Yes,
I
please.
brought a spare, which I will light to see me back again. Well, I light the spare
you.
and leave them with the spare, and then return back into the slightly smaller large cabin, and then back to the trapdoor tunnel I came down, get myself pulled up, warn the people on the surface that there is a gigantic spider with another access out to the surface somewhere, and then ask one of the Bushi to take the 3 porters down. If they leave their loads here, then we will keep an eye on them while they go and collect the rest of the stuff.
Okay, Yuko goes downstairs and brings the 3 porters with it.
Fair enough.
And you clear the big cabin out. It takes you half an hour or so.
Yeah.
Mainly to wrestle the crates and artwork and that up the vertical shaft without damaging them too much.
How long was it ago that we left that village?
Just yesterday. Oh no, it was today. It was earlier on today. We've been through a village today.
Yes, it was earlier today.
Yeah.
So how far away is it?
Well, the one you left, about 7 ri, but the closest one is about a ri away in either direction.
I think we probably better go to the closest one.
Let's
Okay.
get the stuff. Let's get the stuff out first.
Yeah, well, with the aid of the porters and that, you get all the stuff out.
Yep.
And you go, oh, it's tat, isn't it? But what are you going to do about the webbing, if anything?
I still say burn it.
Inclined to agree. I suggest, if you got a bow,
I do, yeah.
yeah, I suggest we each fire a couple of fire arrows
So do I.
up into it and then retreat.
And then bugger off, yeah, mate. Absolutely. But we just need to be careful because this thing might drop with the fire instead of retreating.
That's what I'm saying. We stand in the entrance to the cavern so we can shoot up, and then we retreat into the tunnel and then start retreating out.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, those of you who are shooting, how many arrows are you shooting?
I'll use 2 unless they completely fail to set fire to it. And then
Yeah,
maybe
same.
more, but maybe-
Okay, in that case, roll your first pair.
Roll a 6.
I rolled a 16
No,
and a
I'm
19.
only worried if you roll a 20 or 1.
Okay, well I rolled a 16 and a 19.
Right, in that case, for each one, roll a d10 and add 1. Tell me the result.
2 plus
9 for
10,
me.
12.
Okay, one of your arrows fails to set light to the webbing for some reason, but the other 3 or so do, and it goes up with a big roar.
Retreat.
Anything drop? The bodies, the spider.
And as you retreat back into the first cabin you came to, you hear several large thumps coming from the place you just set fire to.
Well, we're going to have to give it a bit of time for the fire to burn out, and the
aye.
smoke to clear and whatever. And
The fire doesn't last very long at all, because the webbing's very dry and burns easily.
but presumably there's smoke and stuff.
But there was a
Well, yes, but it
there was a
clears
draft,
out
so it'll
because of
clear
the natural ventilation you've got.
Still going to take quite a little while before, good
Oh
10
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, I say.
Before I head back in. Make sure it's all burnt out and whatever. If there's no sounds of movement, we can go back
go
in.
back in, yeah. I mean, there's a good chance we seriously injured that thing and we could finish it off and get about a million boodle, but
Yeah, I don't know. More like
We
Yeah,
shall
yeah,
stay.
well,
We shall stay alert on the surface, waiting for one gigantic pissed off spider to turn up.
stand round the
Yeah.
hole ready to bottleneck it.
No,
As it
no,
happens,
we're waiting for it to come out the other entrance and attack us.
as it happens, you don't see any giant spiders of any sort come out of the holes. Although there are several other trapdoors which you do find scattered about the place, as if they were, used to doing this sort of thing. Okay, when the smoke's cleared, you discover 29 mummified corpses in various stages of decay.
Ugh. Some of them
29.
slightly singed as well now.
Well, I don't think they'd burn very well. It takes
they'd
a
just be
lot
slightly-
to burn a human
It's
body.
like they'd just be slightly singed, yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
So what?
They're not all human, okay? Some of them are goblins and stuff.
Okay.
You also find 2 porter's trunks.
Well, we're going to salvage them.
Okay.
What do we need to do with his body, Gyomo?
Well,
Anything?
hang on a second. Back in that large cavern, can they see the other exit? Up in the ceiling.
Both of you make wit saving throws.
Oops, right.
Yeah, I got
Ignore
it.
that was it. Yeah. Yeah, I missed.
In that case, Okawa does notice that there is a large round hole about 40 foot off the floor,
Never
which
saw
would
anything exiting it.
accommodate a very large spider. No, sorry, not 40 foot, 20 foot off the floor. 40 foot.
But we never saw. We don't see any sign of any spider though.
Expected.
If it can do
Treated
magic, it can probably talk, Lord, and therefore it could probably understand you and hear you talking about firing fire arrows into the
I
web.
suspect it's retreated to a safe
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Got any
And
sense?
after half an hour of you sorting out the various crates, Lord, I would imagine it's probably moved any eggs it had as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
I'm not surprised. Well, I'm not disappointed in it that way.
Does
Well,
forcing an
I
enemy
shall-
to
I shall-
retreat
I-
count as defeating it in terms of getting Budo?
I
Not
shall
in this
ask.
instance, it doesn't know.
Okay.
I shall ask the porters to retrieve the bodies, and I think we if we cannot find any information as to who they are, we shall just have to give them a joint sagaki rite and apologise to their spirits
Chuck
for
him in a hole.
not being able to notify their relatives. But I don't think we're actually going to make it to the village today because we've got to pull
No,
all that stuff
got-
out, pull the bodies out,
Just the
dig
funeral rites is going to take
graves.
some time, aren't they?
Yes.
But let's not
Close to
do it
station.
here. If we're going to rest somewhere in the wilderness, let's not do it here in this site full of spiders.
Well, if it's only one re to the nearest village, ask Yuko to go there and hire some porters to come back to carry stuff.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
Okay,
Gyomo.
Should we?
Yeah. Make sure they bring shovels.
No, because we can take the bodies back to the village, and
Yeah.
there may even be a shrine,
Right,
a small temple there.
Supporters with a cart.
Yes, it makes more sense to move the bodies. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If you send Yuko
Okay,
back, get
you
porters
spend
in a
some
cart.
time moving bodies out onto the surface.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, by that time, Yuko's back.
Well, Yuko goes to the next village you were going to go to, and when she gets back, she says, "I'm sorry, they don't have any spare porters."
Oh.
That's because the next village. Well, you'd hardly call it a village, she says.
Really?
Yeah, well, I reckon that we'd make up about a third of its population if we were to go there.
Hmm.
Okay, this is professionally speaking from Yuko's point of view. Is this sort of village you wouldn't take 15 porters' loads of equipment to and expect it to be there when you came back again?
Oh, well, it might still be there, but I wouldn't take it without leaving a guard, she says, no.
Yeah. So we may be better going back to the other village, which was larger and actually had a samurai in charge, correct?
But it was far away.
Yes. Do we have enough manpower to shift everything we've got? That's the question,
No,
isn't it?
we're going to have to bury the bodies here if we do that.
Okay, unfortunately, Gyomo, we're going to have to bury them here then.
And I don't think we're
Honest.
going to have enough manpower to carry all the 15 man-loads of stuff that you pulled out.
No.
Well, we need to bury the bodies in here, so can you start performing your ritual?
Yes, indeed.
Why don't we send one or two of our porters that we hired back to the bigger village to try to hire some porters and bring them to us here?
Well, just send Gyomo. Gyomo's the fastest. Not Gyomo, you go. Morikawa, sorry. Morikawa's the fastest, isn't he?
Send Morikawa to the other village.
But it's 7 ri, so it's a day's
Yes,
journey,
probably.
correct?
He can run.
So we,
The second nearest
The ne-
village is about 3 ri away. It's not that lot far. You've
They're-
passed through 2 villages, and you were planning to stay at the very small one that Yuko's just found.
the 3 ri one is that one where it would be safe to leave this stuff, because we're not going
yes.
all the way to the castle carrying it, are we?
No,
Right.
that's far. That is too far. That's over half a day. Okay, well, Morioka runs off,
I
and
will
he
start
comes back
this
just as
up.
it's beginning to get dark with enough porters to shift everything. Okay.
Mhm.
You notice that most of them, quite a number of them, are actually Etta, and they go around collecting all the bodies up and carrying them off. And you make your way back to Doihachi, which is a sizable village. It's getting to be more like a small town. And there is a man waiting for you when you get there.
Does he look like a Greece? Does he look like an Ashigaru? Does he look like a samurai?
I'm just finding his. He turns out to be a man by the name of Oba.
You broke up.
You
We got
dropped
over.
out. You got Ob and then dropped out.
That's because I took my finger off the button. O'Hara. Ayyohara. And
And you,
he doesn't look to be very old.
you put that in the Discord.
Kiorahai.
His name.
Kiorahaya. He's not very old.
The 2 swords guy, yes. He's boot, yes.
No, that was a different Oba. That was Oba Ilo.
Oh yeah, he's a samurai. He's just a very young samurai. And he asks you where you got all this stuff from, and you tell him, and he looks a bit suspiciously at you, but he doesn't actually have you arrested because there's no reason to.
Well, our friends that were bit by
I-
spiders
I-
will show them the spider bites.
I will bow politely and explain that my lords found a gigantic spider that was capable of casting magic, and we believe that its children were the ones who were attacking people on the road.
Oh, you've dealt with them. Excellent, he says.
Not the big one.
Not Mama.
The mother spider ran, Lord. In
Escaped
fear,
us.
I believe.
6 of her babies
Possibly.
we took out.
More likely, says the samurai, because she's smart enough to run away from overwhelming force.
Whatever. She's still at large. That's the important thing.
Yeah, the mother is still alive.
In that case, I shall send notice to the other nearby villages to be on the lookout for her. Now, do you know if these corpses have any identification on them?
Well, I've been having a look while we were waiting for people to come, and did they have any identification?
Not on the bodies, no.
In that case, I shall.
Any indication of
that.
their class by what they were wearing or anything, like their caste?
Are there any?
Yeah, there's a mix of castes.
I don't suppose there was any names in it, anything, the equipment that was lying around, was there?
Are they all Etan peasants?
Indication.
Well, if you could have a look in the goods and the porter's trunks and see if there was any paperwork in those. Otherwise, are they aware of any travellers who were missing on the roads?
I have quite a large number of missing persons reports, he says.
Yes. Yes.
And he sends one of the villagers off, and they come back with a sheaf of papers, and he starts to go through them, looking at the bodies. Right, the bodies are split approximately 50-50 between Book class and peasant class.
And roughly how many of them are non-citizens?
There are six. There are six back at Nono who don't count.
6 what?
Kimono.
Oh, there's a Bakemono amongst them as well. Jesus.
6 of them. 6 of them.
Oh yeah. We're spiders. We'll eat anything we can catch.
It appears so, yeah. Anything that'll fight back.
Not fussy eaters. Whatever they can capture.
Well, I shall mention the fact that we had heard rumours that the Kumo were being organised and managed, and this may be part of that.
You may well be right, says the samurai.
The fact that there
I
was a
asked
collection of
politely if
goods down there makes me feel like it's someone's base and the spider is maybe their pet.
Quite possibly, quite.
Well, no, we didn't see anything.
Right, these goblins are local to the area. He says you can tell that by their markings. And basically, they're taken away and disposed of.
I shall ask if there is a priest who can assist in the Sagaki rite. If not, I ask permission to carry it out.
There is a priest who can help you. Yes.
Okay. In that case, I will go and speak with him, and together we will prepare the funeral rites. Do they find anything in the rest of in the various baggages and porter trunks and things to identify any of the bodies?
Right. One of the trunks appears to be full of books and paperwork.
So our scribe of the party, we'll have a look at that,
Oh, definitely.
if you don't mind.
The other trunk contains the body of a young human female.
In
What?
what state of decay?
She's not decaying at all.
Is there any magic there?
Does she
I
look
will
freshly
have
dead?
a look. Does she look dead at all?
Well, basically, she's very pale, and yes, she does look dead. I mean, you'd be dead if you'd had your throat cut like that.
Oh, so
But-
I was going to say try kissing her, see if it's Snow White.
killed, wherever she was killed, it was not in the trunk or anywhere near it.
Because there's no blood in it, right?
Can you explain this, gear, Rich? What is the state of this young woman?
I don't know. 1 second. I shall. Hatsu, are you able to determine if there is any magic on her?
Give me a second and I will check.
I will attempt myself. Try a trance. No. The Buddha does not wish me to understand this.
You got the breathing totally wrong and actually passed out.
Is there any magic emanating from her? Or the trunk in itself?
Oh, that certainly is.
Hmm. From the trunk or the person?
Oh?
I mean, my character knows nothing about magic, but the player is theorising that maybe that box has got some sort of spell in it where
That's what I'm thinking.
something goes in it, is preserved and doesn't decay.
I shall attempt to go into trance again. No, I am getting the feeling that the Buddha does not wish me to.
You're too tired,
but
obviously.
Buddha does not want you to do
Right,
it.
Hatsu casts detect magic, and that works. And there is magic. Do you wish to carry out an analysis of it?
Yes. That spell worked.
The 8 is a successful magic BCS.
Yes. I have a BCS of 13
Nice.
for those.
Well, one, you're aware that you've overcome sort of magical barrier to your detect and analyze. The box registers as magical, as does the body inside it.
I shall try and dissolve
The closest
illusion.
that Hatsu can come to it is that the spell on the box is a complex spell of the School of Soil. The spell that's on the body does not come from any school of magic that you're aware of. Although it's probably another complex spell as well. Right, just so you know, in game terms, a complex spell is a spell that has a knowledge of more than 100.
Still means nothing to me. I've not touched a magic user in this game yet.
Well,
No,
like
no,
anything else,
it's
not knowledge in a school can go up to a maximum of 99,
Ah, that's right, yeah.
and spells have a level of knowledge. Complex spells are the magical equivalent of Okuden.
Yeah, so think
Right,
of it as an Okuden.
specialist. Yeah, it's an Okuden of the magic, yeah.
Or possibly cast by a non-human creature or a spiritual creature of some kind.
So like we experienced in the other game, the Okuden of the one-handed fighting, or the Okuden of
Is there any
parrying.
way you can find out who she is?
How young a woman? You said a young woman, are you talking like 20s or younger?
And how is she dressed?
Presumably not a child, but
Depends how sadistic your GM is. It would be a child if it was me.
I think they would have said a child.
When you say young,
she would appear to be somewhere around about 30. Yes, and if it had been a child, I would have said so.
30.
thank God. I was expecting you to say she was close to 16 or something. Okay, are there any illusions? I will dissolve any illusions just in case there is a masking spell over her.
Hey, make your D20 roll, sir.
I don't need to. Dissolve illusions
Just,
is a power.
just make your D20 roll.
Do it your told way.
A 4, and that made my base magic BCS by.
Right. You
11.
are aware of no. You are aware of no illusions on this box, but you have overcome some form of barrier.
Okay, so I will talk about it with Hatsu. The box has presumably got some sort of magic protection to stop whatever's inside it being detected or similar. So whoever put this poor girl in here didn't want her found.
Yes, that would make sense.
I would guess that whoever it is important. As far as clothing is concerned, does she look to have clothing of the boot class?
It might be a silly question.
No, she would appear to be dressed as a geisha. Strangely enough.
Gyomo, it might be a bit of a strange question, but are you sure that that is definitely a human body? It's not a fake or something that's not human or whatever?
Well, we don't wish to remove the body from the box just in case.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
I will attempt to reach inside the box and see if I get harmed at all.
Okay, in that case, make a willpower saving throw.
A 14, I think, is probably a fail. Failed by 4.
Okay, as you go to put your hand in the box, you become more and more reluctant to actually finish the deed, and you stop. You don't get hurt or anything. It's just there's something you go, no, I don't want to do that after all.
Yes. Hatsu, there's an aversion enchantment of some kind stopping this.
I poke it with a sword.
I swat the sword away.
Yeah. Don't blame you, Hatsu. So, you felt an overwhelming compulsion not to put your hand in there, Gyomo, basically. What you're saying.
Exactly, Lord, yes.
It didn't actually hurt you.
Oh, no. I believe there is some sort of compulsion not to interfere with the box's contents.
Would it be worth me, for example, trying, or do you think that would not be worth doing?
I do not know, Lord. Your willpower may well be more effective than mine.
I think, but I'm going to try anyway. I shall have a go, Tim.
Okay, make a willpower check.
Yeah, I don't think I'll make it. It's shit. No, not a chance. Not getting else chance.
Yeah, Hatsu will try.
So I get the same
okay.
feeling, I think. Oh,
Okay,
that's clearly...
if Hatsu will make a willpower check.
Yeah, that made it by 9. Okay,
you managed to force your hand into the box and touch the body, whereas Ashikata appears to be able to touch the body without any problem. He doesn't appear to struggle to get into the box at all.
Defense specifically against those able to use magic.
I'm not going to poke the body, but I am going to just put the end of a sword into the box to see if it affects a sword.
It doesn't appear to.
Okay, I'll remove the sword. I'm not actually poking the body, just want to see if a sword goes in the box.
Is there anything else in the box other than this young lady? Lady or whatever?
Not that you can see.
Now, is this box big enough for her to be laid out flat, or is she all bent up?
No, she's all bent up into fetal position.
Yeah.
So, Gyomo, do you think? What do you think if I were to try and move the body, see if there's anything underneath her? Bad idea? Good idea?
I do not know, Lord.
I wouldn't try lifting it. If you're going to do that, just tip the box over.
I wasn't going to lift it. I was just going to like try and slide my hand underneath, see if anything there.
Just move a leg to the side of it or something,
Yeah, so just move her slightly. I'm not going to take her out of the box or anything like that.
Also touch the hair. Does it feel like human hair? Like, just to see if it's like a real person.
Are you touching the hair, or are you asking somebody else to do it?
I'm currently asking him to do it, because he's already volunteering to touch a body.
I'm just discussing whether Gyomo thinks it's a really bad idea, or whether it's not sure.
Well, I do not know whether it would be wise to touch the body, Lord, as I do not know what the enchantment on it is.
Well,
as far as we can see, it appears to be a human female. I do not believe there are any illusions there, as my power did penetrate the box. But
well, I am going to try. I think I'm going to try and slide my hands underneath the body, so I have to move it slightly. Try and slide my hands underneath, see if it's underneath her body.
Okay. You move the body slightly, and underneath the body are a pair of tanto.
Oh.
I move them so that I can see them, but not take them out of the box. Just kind of pull them to the edge of the box.
Well, you can move them so you can get a good look at them. Yes.
Have they got like plain tantos, markings, or anything on them at all?
Now, are you an armourer?
I am. Well, yes, I am actually.
Yeah, I thought you were. But
Amazingly,
I
I
thought that's okay, make an armoury roll, sir.
What are we on? Oh, yeah, it's quite bad. Missed it by 3.
There is something special about them, but without taking them out of the box and out of their sheaths, you couldn't be sure of.
Well,
They appear to have some sort of mon on them.
that's what
I have
On
armory.
the-
I could make a roll on that.
If you're an armourer and you have a look in, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a roll, like, I've got 6. Oh. Missed by 1.
I think I'm going to take them out of the box.
While they're doing that, Hatsu's going to go through the other trunk to see if there's anything in the papers or the books about the body in that trunk.
Okay, in that case, roll 3d6.
Oi.
Deep at the bottom of the trunk, okay, you find a grimoire, which looked particularly unpleasant in actual fact.
Oh.
this is in the book trunk full of books and paperwork, yes?
Yes, it is. Yeah, the books and paperwork turn out to be identity papers and travel permits and that of the people who are missing, who match up with most of the bodies you've got that are human.
Oh.
Does it include reference to the lady in the trunk?
Well, it might do if you knew what her name was.
Well, are there any description? Because the passports normally include a description of the person. 30-year-old female geisha.
On a quick look that you've had so far, you've not found any reference to it.
Is there a manifest for the two trunks? You know, merchant's manifest or travel documents?
Strangely enough, no, there isn't.
Anything happened, Jim? We'll take these out.
When you take them out, they get warm and you drop them.
Oh.
That's never good.
Drop them back into the box.
And in the distance, you hear some screaming.
Distance? Which direction and how far?
Ooh, 600 or 700 feet in the direction of where the Etta went, along with the priest.
This is the two Tanto have become warm and there is now screaming, correct?
Yes.
I asked
Good
for
stuff.
an escort and we will go and find out what's going. Can please somebody guard those Tanto? There may be some sort of enchanted link with the bodies.
I'll come with you.
I'm
Gyomo.
staying here.
In which
I'll
Yuko,
stay here.
Imagawa, and Morioka will stay with the Tantos because their characters aren't.
I'm staying here anyway. Then. So.
Okay. Is Hatsu going?
Hatsu's actually going to go through the Grimoire, see if there's anything in there.
Ooh.
Okay. Right. We'll come to you in a minute.
Okay.
You and the Oba Samurai rush off to wherever this noise is coming from.
Yep.
Okay. And you get to where the Etta were beginning to prepare the bodies, and standing in the middle of it is what looks like a pillar of fire. Only it's got eyes and a mouth and a nose and that sort of thing.
What?
And at the moment, it appears to be looking round. And naturally, the people in the area are running away, screaming their heads off.
Okay, well I shall rush up and bow politely and ask how I can be of service.
Okay. The Oba Samurai looks at you agog.
I do not know
And
what it
please
is.
roll percentage dice.
Oh dear. Percentile dice.
Already a Naginata.
75.
Please roll a second one.
I'm gonna regret this. Not a lot. A lot. A 54.
Whatever this thing is, bows politely to you and says, in Katakana, sorry, in Nipponese, yes, Bonds. Where am I?
I give the name of the village, and give the name of our land, and the current date, and explain that we are investigating matters associated with a magic-using spider which appears to have ill intentions to the land. I introduce myself and the samurai who is the lord of this village, correct?
Indeed, I am. He bows politely, in a manner that indicates he's not sure what he's going. I see. And may I know your name, good Bonds?
I introduce myself and say that I am a servant of I think it's who's in charge of our party? Is it Ashikata?
Ashikata or Imagawa, it's up to you.
Yes. Well, I shall explain that I'm serving Ashikata in rooting out this this evil, and ask politely if he has any connection, any knowledge of Chu Tanto.
You ask many questions, Bonds. I'll ask one first, and then I shall do my best to answer yours. The Kumo-Kunshu that you have recently fought, did you kill it?
No, Lord. It fled before they burnt its web. I assume this is the magic-using Kumo that they met. I have not come across the term Kumo-Kunshu before, Lord.
A Kumo-Kunshu is indeed a magic-using spider of considerable malevolence and evil, and needs to be slaughtered the moment you find it. However, never mind.
What do you call that? A Kumo what?
Kumo-Kunshu.
Kunshu.
Sorry, spell again.
Kunshu.
Thank you.
Kumo is Kumo.
Is that hyphenated? Kumo-Kunshu.
I believe so, yes.
Thank you.
Or either it is or it isn't, I'm not sure which.
Just because that could well be the episode name, so I wanted to make sure.
I do not recognize the names that you give to your land, he says.
I shall. Are there any more historic names that I know of?
Yes, there are.
In that case, I will give the more historic names from Japanese history that the land has been called, and explain that they have changed as the emperors have changed. And
I still do not recognise him, he says. But never mind. Please put the Tanto back where you found them. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
And, take the body of Hanako to the great shrine of the Sun Goddess, wherever that happens to be, he says.
Amaterasu, Lord. And I know where that is, correct? Is that
That's the great shrine at Ise. Yes, you do know where it is.
Yes, okay, fine. I will bow politely, and so it's Hanuko is the name of the lass, yes? I will commit that to memory.
Take it where? Sorry, Tim, take it where?
Shrine of Amaterasu no Omi no Kami at Ise. This is her greatest shrine. Everybody knows where it is.
Yeah.
And that's where we was to take the body to, or the Tantos.
The body. Put the Tantos
thing.
back in the bot.
Yep.
Take the
The whole
body
thing,
to the
yeah.
shrine of Amaterasu.
The Shrine of what?
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, thank
The,
you.
the goddess of the sun. Amaterasu. At Ise, which I believe is Ize.
And that's the goddess of the sun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the top Shinto goddess or god.
Oh, okay.
I only look at it.
Yes. Not my group, but I recognise them.
Yeah, they play for the red team. I'm on the blue team. Yes.
Yep. Yes, but we each have a part in this land.
You deal with the start and end. They deal with the middle bit.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, she's kind of already past the end, but
Yes,
obviously
some confusing state that's not in any of them.
okay. I bow politely and ask if there is a name I can give to the priests at the shrine, of who has given me these orders.
Yes, you may address me as Erifa. Erifa.
I thank him.
Do the names Chu Qian and Lu Yue mean anything to you?
Do they? They sound Chinese rather than Japanese, correct?
Well, they're not Japanese, put it that way.
I state that I do not believe that they are names of people of this land. While I am of this land, I believe they might be from the Empire of China.
The Empire of the Qin.
Of the Qin, yes.
Well, Lu Yue certainly is, he says. He is revered as a, well, revered is possibly too strong a word, but he is looked upon as a god over there. Chu Qian is actually from Korea, he says. And is the magician of some power.
Are we likely to encounter either of these on our journey, Lord?
Agents of them, yes. Them themselves, probably not.
Will they be seeking to obstruct our passage or assist?
They will be seeking to gain the body of Hanako and take her away to captivity, shall we say.
I thank him for the warning, and I will do all in my power to ensure she reaches her destination.
Thank you, he says, and I must now go. And he withers down and fizzles down to a small red statue, which you can pick up.
I shall bow very politely and pick the statue up, and return
It is unsurprisingly slightly warm.
Yes, I shall return to the chest, bow politely and introduce the statue to Ashikata and the rest of the party, and pass on Erifa's instructions.
Right, I shall return to Hatsu. You pick the grimoire up, you manage to get it open, and you can't actually read what's written because it's not written in a Japanese language.
Oh, so this is going to be difficult. Can I take a wild guess at which language it is?
You can roll a d20 then. I knew you were going to do that.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as you can tell, it's Korean. And on that roll, probably from the northern part of that peninsula.
So I return, I tell them what I was told, which includes the information that we are likely to be obstructed by agents of Lu Yue, who is treated as a god in China, and Chu Chen, who is a magician of some power from Korea. At which point Hatsu probably looks at the grimoire. North Korea, Chu Chen, possibly.
there's a good chance.
Any chance of transferring us back to the other map and just pointing out the distance from where we are to Ize, please? I have a horrible feeling it's going to be a long pilgrimage.
I shall ping where you are and where you've got to go to.
So we are currently here. And we have to go to... here. Right. Jolly good.
Ping that one more time, please.
We are here, roughly.
Yep.
And we've got to go to here.
Okay.
You'll see there's a little Ize in in the sea there with a little arrow pointing to that spot.
Strangely enough, the city of Ize is not actually in Ize province, where you might have thought it was going to be.
Right. I bow politely to Lord Ashikata and ask if this supersedes our current plans.
Well, this sounds like it is rather urgent. So I'll have to have discussions with Imagawa.
Well, I shall stay on guard by the chest lord. By the trunk.
Okay.
Right, I suggest that we hold it here, gents, because I really need Dave to have some input into this.
Yep.
If that's okay with you, lot.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
3 hours anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I just ask one
Okay,
question?
okay.
But I want to ask while they're away. The person who's got the list of missing people, did these people disappear just in dribs and drabs, or was it a large party that disappeared?
They disappeared in small numbers, 2 or 3
Just one.
at most.
Just one, two. Right, okay.
But
So
somebody's been
the ten-
taking their paperwork and putting it into the trunk. So, I look at Hatsu and say, well, given that all the bodies were hung up waiting and the names had been collected and that looks a particularly nasty grimoire, could someone have been planning on raising their bodies as hungry ghosts or something similar? I see no other reason why they'd collect the paperwork together.
Yes. It's a distinct possibility.
Well, we know the Koreans are into deviltry and demon worship and such like, don't we?
Oh,
Propaganda.
They're evil and everything.
Well, I request that they continue getting the bodies ready for burial and let me know, and I will then go and help the priest perform the Sagaki rite. The sooner they are put to rest, the better. Okay. Anything else, anybody? Or is...
Indeed.
Nope.
No, I think that is.
That's...
Okay. Oh, and we make sure that the tantos are put back in the trunk.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind sliding them under the body, please, Lord. I say to Ashikata.
Once I've examined them, yes.
Okay.
They are hot, Lord, and the spirit was a pillar of fire, Lord, and interfering with matters.
He's
is
got
mentioned.
a chance to examine them while you're not there, in fact, of course.
Oh, true, yes.
Yeah, I know you don't want him doing it. Okay. They
Once we
appear
get
to
back there, I
be
don't want him doing it.
they appear to be a matched pair. Okay. With the grips such that you hold one in your right hand and one in your left hand. They are also exceedingly sharp.
Do they have any
You
Maker's
mentioned
marks
they
or
might
anything?
have mons on the
any
sheaths.
mon or maker's marks or anything?
Right. They appear to have a mon on the scabbard. Okay. Which you don't know much about it, but you can always find out.
I'll find out later.
And unless you disassemble them, you can't tell whether they've got a maker's mark or not. But are you going to do that?
Don't do that.
Yeah, I can put back together again. What I do. What I do.
Just interfering with them, I don't think.
That's what I do. I am an armourer and a bow. That's what I do. I play with around with weapons, so I don't think it's a big problem.
Okay. You don't recognise the maker's mark.
May you receive burns from them, he says.
You're not there.
Okay.
I know I'm not there. I'm just in spirit.
Right. The maker's mark on the right hand, the tanto you hold in your right hand, you do not recognise. Okay. However, the one on the left hand, one you do recognise as being that of one Yamato. Okay. Norikuba.
Who is? By the way, is it just very well known? The sword maker. Oh, I almost spelled it right. Is he just well-known sword maker?
He is a famous weapon maker from about 400 years ago, who is supposed to have made some of the more powerful magical weapons that you can find.
Right. Right. I will take a note of what the one I don't recognise looks like.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Presumably the mon as well.
You're no there.
I'll look those up. I'll find these out later.
The other thing that you will notice is that the inside of the scabbard is actually made out of metal and not just leather.
Made of metal, because usually they're wood.
Indeed, yeah.
It's very strange because the metal would damage the blade. Okay,
What
that's
they want
strange.
you
There
to
we are.
think. They're magic, obviously.
Well, it's certainly big, and then I will put them back into the body, close as I can to where they were.
Okay. You managed to roll a d2, sir.
Day 2.
Okay, you managed to put them back in the same slots that you found them in, because there's a little depression they fit in when you come to put them back, and you put the left-hand one in the left-hand one and the right-hand one in the right-hand one,
Good.
which makes you feel better for some reason. Right, as I say, has anybody got any other questions they want to ask?
No, I'm
Nope.
good.
Well, if you're not, then I'll call a halt there, and everybody can have 3 points of on and 3 points of Shugenda or Budo for essentially chasing off away one of the major monsters, shall we say.
Nice one. I'm going to add that now.
I've already put it onto the 3 that are missing, so you don't need to do that. Thank you, gents, that was fun.
It was.
Yes, it is.
And as yet another layer of complexity to an already complex situation. Oh, I loves it, I tell you.
I think that was Shinto's spirit, and I'm more used to the Buddhas, but hey, one does what one can.
Well, the other point is it shows you just how dangerous poison is in this game.
Oh yes,
Very much so.
Yes.
The basic point is that a paralytic poison will knock your legs out, so you lose your speed. A lethal poison affects your health, and as the number of poison points of health that you lose, your health saving throw goes down, which makes them incredibly dangerous in actual fact. It's just so you know, the game mechanic is.
And it affects your strength. Then what you're wearing slows you down as your carrying capacity goes down.
And that can kill you too, in actual fact. There are other poisons, but they're the general ones you find in nature, as it were. So if it's something that affects your deafness, that's probably a man-made one, which some swine has made you ingest. Anyway, if we're all available next week, that'd be fun.
See you next week, boys.
Okay.
And if it's
Indeed,
a
yeah,
lightning
okay.
poison, it goes every action, every phase in the melee round. That's basically kills you in a round.
It's quite simple. I play lightning as it goes either on your action phases or that of your opponent, depending on which one's worse. It doesn't start at 20, otherwise you'd be dead before anything happened.
Oh yes. It starts on yours, but it's then every phase after that.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
gents.
I'll
Good
have-
game.
I'll have to start looking into making
Yes,
antidotes.
I suggest you call that Kumo-Kunshu, sir, because that's
Yeah.
a good.
I think that's a good episode title for that one. Right, gents. I'll see you all next week. Thank you very much, Tim.
Yeah. I shall see you on Tuesday then, Dave and Nick.
Yes, indeed. Recovering from your frostbite.
Oh yeah, we're
Or
back
other
on
some people
Tuesday as
recovering
well.
from frostbite.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Nice. See you on Tuesday, guys.
Good night, all.
Yep,
good night.
Bye.